So I just want to say good afternoon and welcome you all here to the, believe it or not, 32nd anniversary celebration of the Tyler Prize for Environmental Achievement. The Tyler Prize was one of the very first environmental prizes that was developed and organized by John and Alice Tyler. Through their generosity and realization of the need for this type of a prize to sort of recognize the burgeoning, the very early field developing of environmental sciences. And we consider the Tyler Prize as sort of the premier prize. And my name is Linda Duguay, and I'm the executive director of the Tyler Prize, and it's been my great pleasure to serve in this position now for the last 5 years. And I have most of the fun. I get to host this wonderful celebration, this week-long celebration, and get to host the Tyler Laureates. And I'm also joined in this work by the Tyler Executive Committee, who really do all the work. They're the ones who are involved with reading all the nominations. They have the hard task of selecting the Tyler Laureates from the truly outstanding lists of nominations that we receive. And I'd just like to recognize them. There's a number of them that are here with us. And they're hiding around. Sometimes they've sat in the front row to make it easier for me. But I'd just like to recognize Dr. Bob Frosch, who's hiding there in the back. Bob's a senior research fellow in the John Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. And then we have Dr. Arturo Gomez-Pompa from the University of California, Riverside. And Arturo was one of our laureates in 1994. We also have Dr. Sherwood Rowland, who's sitting up front here, from the University of California, Irvine. He's a Donald Bren Professor of Chemistry, and he was a Tyler Laureate in 1983. We like to think the Tyler Prize had a lot of foresight, because then Dr. Rowland went on to win the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1995, so we recognized him first. And also, I wish I could claim responsibility. And then I don't know if he made it back, was able to, Dr. Neil Sullivan, who's the Vice Provost for Research here at USC, and I think he may not have been able to get back to us, but we're also represented by the Provost's office with Jerry Walker, and of course the one I shouldn't have forgotten and didn't forget, but Dr. Owen Lynn from Baylor University, and Owen's our current secretary of the Tyler Executive Committee and our acting chair. So it's a delight to have them all here with us. And as I say, they're the ones who've really done the hard work of selecting the laureates. So on to our laureates that we have with us today. Believe it or not, we've had 56 laureates that go before them. We have so many wonderful candidates that usually there are 2 or 3 people who are presented with the prize each year. And this year we're very lucky to have 2 truly outstanding pioneers in the field of global climate change. We have Dr. David Keeling from Scripps Institution. Dave's hiding back there too, from the University of California, San Diego. And then we also have Dr. Lonnie Thompson from Bird Polar Research Center at The Ohio State University. And Dr. Keeling has been recognized for his very rigorous time series measurements of atmospheric CO2. Hopefully those of you in the sciences have heard the very famous Keeling curve, that you've seen the little blippy curve that basically records over the last 50 years the gradual increase that we've observed in carbon dioxide. And David was the man responsible for making these very careful observations. And he conducted and has done this work for 4.5 decades, and these measurements continue today. And they've basically revealed a worldwide increase in CO2, carbon dioxide concentration, that has very striking spatial and temporal patterns of variability, and that show the relationships between the climate cycle and between the carbon cycle and the climate. And they basically reveal very unanticipated links between these components and the Earth system. And basically this remarkable record has truly shown us that humans are capable of altering the global physical environment. So a lot of this is due to the burning of fossil fuels. And as I say, we also have Lonnie Thompson, and Lonnie's been a real pioneer in the collection and analysis of long ice cores from subtropical regions all over the world. And he's collected these at very high altitudes, very, very difficult task, and they too have revealed a very interesting record of these changes in climate over time. And one of the remarkable things is these records are rapidly disappearing. These glacial subtropical ice cores, one of the things that Lonnie's been able to show is that they're actually disappearing, and perhaps in our lifetime, these records that are thousands, hundreds of thousands of years old will no longer exist at the rate the world is warming potentially. So he will tell us about that. So his courage and daring are truly comparable to those of, I think, the legendary heroes such as Amundsen and Scott, and the work that Lonnie does at very, very difficult and high altitudes is very, very difficult work to complete.